All right, my name is Todd from Go2 Cars, and we are back. I do want to thank you all for answering the poll question that I put up. You know, which video you would like to see, and hands down, the video that you all wanted to see was how to sell cards for a profit. So I am going to get that video up, I think, on Friday. I'm almost positive I can get that video up on Friday. I chose to do the binder video as well, and that's the video that we're doing today because it's a little bit easier to put together than the other videos. So that's why this video is coming out first. But that how to sell cards for a profit will come out on Friday, so stay tuned for that. Let me talk a little bit about two new things that I got just before we jump into the binders. The first new thing I got is I got the Dark Magician Girl, the metal card, or stainless steel card. Pretty cool. I really like it. We bought it just to kind of put it up there and display it. So that was pretty cool. And the same day that we bought that, I also had to go and get myself a Billy Bob token right there. We got the Billy Bob token supporting my man Jay over there on Fresh Off the Press. If you're familiar with his channel, you know that he made these guys and he's been selling them on, I think, Whatnot. I think that's what it's called. I had to get one of these. I highly recommend them. They're pretty cool. So shout out to Jay on that. All right, so if you're familiar with the channel, you know one of the things for me is that I am really big into binders. I'm really big into building a collection, having the cards on hand that you need for this game, and that makes playing this game a lot cheaper. So what I wanted to do is I wanted to go through just a couple of my binders. I've got a ton of them. I can't go through all the binders. I have one for every extra deck. So I'm not going to go through that, but I am going to go through the monsters and the spells and the traps if we have time, just to show you what I'm doing, how I do it, and that sort of thing, just in case anybody's interested in building up that collection. Instead of, you know, trading your cards away, selling your cards away, and then buying cards for the next deck you're going to build, just having the cards on hand. It also makes playtesting and all of that sort of thing, deck building, a lot easier. So I'm going to bring you over to my second camera and I'll walk you through my binders. We're going to start with the monsters first because I think that that's a pretty important binder to have built up. So if you're not subscribed to the channel, hit that subscribe button. On the next video, we will have a very nice giveaway. So stay tuned for that video. It will be on selling cards for profit. So keep that in mind. Let me bring you over to the second camera. All right, so here we go. Let's see if I can get that overlay up there, and then let's see if I can tilt this a little bit so you'll be able to get me as I go through this. All right, so here's what we're looking at. This is my monster binder. Basically, these are the cards that I consider to be pretty playable in the game right now, and I think everybody should have these cards, or they're cards that are particularly important to me for the decks that I play. So let's jump into this. I start off with hand traps right away. The hand traps for me are very, very important. I don't play hand traps a lot. I'm one of those players that do not necessarily run a bunch of hand traps, but they do come in handy, and I think that you should have them. So starting off, we got the Ash Blossoms. I run the Platinums from Rarity Collection 1. I also have the Secrets from the Megatins back there as well, and those, I only have 6 Ash Blossoms. Those are the ones that I run. As far as Ogres, I like to have I like to have a play set of each art. I love Ogre. It is my favorite of the hand traps. It's not always in the meta, but it is my favorite of the Ghost Girls. So I do have the Ogres from, what is that? That's from the tins, as well as the Platinums. I do not have my quarter century Ogres yet, but I will definitely be getting them. All right, so moving over here, I have two of the Mocharmy. I accidentally sold more than I wanted to. So because it's sold, I had to send it. So now I am short one. I will get that. They took the place of Spooky Dogwood. I did have Spooky Dogwood here. I currently do not have Spooky Dogwood in my binder because I just sold them. And this is one of the things that I do, that I will do at different times, is even though these are in my binder, if the card spikes up in price, I will sell that sucker. And I'll just make sure that I grab another one. I have a bunch of super rares around here, so it's not a big deal for me. But I sold my Spooky Dogwoods because they're like $15 now, and I got them for $5. I had the secret rare first editions. I think I had 2 first editions and 1 unlimited. So I sold those just recently, so they are no longer in my binder, but I'll get them back when they go down in price, and you all know they will go down in price. I do have, oh, there's Spooky Dogwood. I have the other art of Spooky Dogwood right here. I like to have both arts. That's just how I am. And then I have the Red Blossom from the Underroot. It's not a card that I play very much or that anybody plays very much, but I want to make sure that I have it just in case I need it. I do have the Effect Veilers. Unfortunately, I only have 2 of the quarter century Effect Veilers. The other one is from Dude, so that's a cheap chumpy right there. But I do have 2 of the quarter centuries. From previous videos, I told you that oftentimes I will buy 2 of a card rather than buying a playset, and that enables me to get exposure to more cards and before they spike up in price. So unfortunately, sometimes you do get stuck. And I was buying the Effect Veilers when they were cheaper, and then they did spike up in price, so I do not have my 3rd yet. I will get it, though. As far as the Ghost Reapers, I got both arts. I do have the Ultimate Rares, which I think are spiking up a little bit. These are all 3 Ultimate Rares. And then the other art I do have just from, I think that's from Dude. Let me see what that's from. Yeah, it's from Dude. So I have those as well. You go over to the next page. I have the Ghost Mourners. I have Ghost Mourner in both art. Neither one of them are fancy arts. Really, what I want is I want exposure to them. I will get the quarter century of the alt art. The alt art is my favorite art of Ghost Mourner, so I will have that. I just don't have it yet. Same thing with the Ghost Bell. These are the Platinums from Rarity Collection 1. I will get the quarter centuries. I just haven't done it yet. But I have what I have. I really like the Platinums from Rarity Collection 1. If you were watching the channel back then, you know that I was a fan of those right from the beginning, and I got a lot of them. So that's a big deal for me. I do have Divine Kurikara. They're not the ultimate rares. I actually prefer the secret rares in here. I think this is the most beautiful card in all of Yu-Gi-Oh! To be honest with you. I absolutely love this card. And so I do have the secret rares from Power of the Elements. I do have the quarter century Nibiru's because it's one of my favorite cards. If you've ever watched the video of how Kotu cards got started, it's on our channel. It's the first video that pops up. Nibiru was the catalyst for Kotu cards starting up. So Nibiru's always a special card for me. And I do have the quarter century Droll and Lockbirds. I do not like the alternate art. Like, I really don't like it at all. So I don't need the other art because I am not going to play it. I love the original art. I got the quarter centuries of it. That's good enough for me. Going over here, Phantasme. I do have both arts of Phantasme. I do have the quarter centuries down here. And I do have the secret rare original art from SAST. I can't remember what that is. But I only have two. Again, you will see this quite a bit. This is a theme with me. I will oftentimes only have two. But what that enables me to do is if I start playing Phantasme and I really want to play this, I only have to buy one. And only needing to buy one is a lot better than needing two or needing three. So that's kind of the deal on that. I do have Artifact Lancia. Now for me, the Lancias are the ultimate rares from Rarity Collection 1. I know a lot of people don't like them. Why do I not have the quarter centuries from Rarity Collection 1? I hate this card. I hate this card. I've never played this card. I don't like the card at all. So I'm not going to get the quarter century rares because I don't want to invest a lot of money into that card. But I do want exposure to it because there will be a time where I might need to play that card. So that's the rarity that I gave to that one. Another card that I do not like is Psy-Frame Gamma. This is one of the only cards that I have in quarter century. Right behind it is the driver, or not quarter century, in the gold rare. Kind of a slight on that card as well because I don't like gold rare. But that was the rarity that I got of it. I never upgraded it because I do not like the card. Skullmeister I do have in quarter century as well as in the Platinum from Rarity Collection 2. I have playsets of both. As far as DD Crows, these are the secret rare DD Crows from Speed Duel. I love Speed Duel secrets, so you will see quite a few Speed Duel secret playsets. I just like them. I will get the quarter centuries of the Crow. I just don't have them yet. And I'm content with the secrets from Speed Duel. Going over here, I've got the C cards. I've got Retaliating C, Sneaky C, Flying C, Contact C. I got 2 Max Cs. I don't have 3. Again, that 2 coming into play. Again, you'll see it quite a bit. But these are cards that I don't play a lot. So I don't need them in a fancy rarity, but I do want to have exposure to them for playtesting as well as you never know. You never know when a card like Sneaky C starts going up in price. I got it. There we go. This guy right here, the Heavenly Zephyr, I do have it in the secret rare from, this is the original print from Battles, or from Blazing Vortex. It's just too cheap, so I made sure that I got one. Again, we're still in hand traps. These are all hand traps. Like, I make sure that I get all the hand traps that I can get. You know, some of these might not technically be hand traps, but they kind of function as hand traps. So, coming over here, I got the orange light, I got the green light, purple light. Green light and purple light don't get played a whole lot. It's mostly orange light. These are the OTS super rares. And then I have Dimension Shifter in quarter century because I do end up playing that card quite a bit. I am that guy, so my apologies. I do have the Honest. I only got 2 of them because, again, bought them in 2s and never really got the 3rd. Dark Honest I have as well. So you can see, like, I grab even junk hand traps. Dark Honest did spike up recently. thought about getting the collector's rare, but they're still like $8, and it's really kind of not worth it to me. I do have the quarter centuries of the Sword Soul, the Iris Sword Soul, as well as the original print from Dawn of Majesty in the back. I've got play sets of both. Coming over here, I only have one of the Messiah. I just never got more of that card. I do only have one Battle Fader, but another thing that I really like is Duelist Saga cards. So I do plan on picking up the other two Battle Faders relatively quickly. Vampire Fräulein is a card that I like because if you're familiar, if you've heard me talk about it, Zombies is where I started. So Fräulein is a card that I like. Chaos Hunter in quarter century, and that rounds out the hand traps. So if there's any other hand traps out there, I don't have them, and maybe I should pick them up. If you know of any that I should be looking at, let me know. Sometimes I miss some hand traps that could be valuable in the meta. Danger cards. I think every Yu-Gi-Oh player should have all the danger cards in play sets. I think that I have them all. I've got Danger Dogman. I've got Tsuchinoko. I got Chupacabra. I got Thunderbird, Mothman, Jackalope, Nessie, Bigfoot, Ogopoga, and that's all the dangers that I got. Unfortunately, my Nessies are not quarter centuries. I thought they would be, but this dumb card never went down in price. It just kind of stayed at that expensive price, and I don't want to pay $40 or even $30 a piece. I mean, that's $100 in Danger Nessie. So if I end up playing these, maybe I'll upgrade them. But they're in rarities that I like. I try to keep them pretty high, the Dangers. I don't have the Bigfoot secret rares. But the rest of them are pretty high. As high as they go for the most part, except for Nessie and Bigfoot. Just some cards that I think are, you know, can sometimes be of importance. This is Ecclesia in quarter century. Sphere Karibo. Just these are the Speed Duel, I believe. Yeah, Speed Duel secret rare. Karibo, Sphere Karibo. Eater of Millions is a card that I play in Grand Maju, so maybe this wouldn't make the cut in most people's binders, but it does in mine because I love Grand Maju. I do have Denko Seka in secret rare. This is just a card that I always love. The True Kings. I love the True Kings, how they function, but this one in particular works well with dinosaurs at times, so I keep it. Token collector, you know, you never know when there's a deck that comes in with tokens. I do have the Rescue Rabbit in quarter century, as well as two collector's rares. I never got the third. I should pick that up because I bet it's really, really cheap right now because these came out. The Psychic Wielder down here, I do have a third one. It's in my Goblin Biker deck, so it's not in here. I do have the Rescue Cat. These are the Duelist Saga versions. I love how that foiling just looks on there. I just love Duelist Saga. So to me, that's cool. These are the original. I have the alt art in quarter century right here. I didn't need the originals because I love these. And to be honest, if I were going to play Rescue Cat, I would play these over the quarter centuries. And then I do have the Wind Up Kitten. These are the ultimate rare Wind Up Kittens. These are super cheap and they're absolutely beautiful. So I do have those as well. Coming over here, I have Artifact Scythe. I don't know why I have one Ultra and two Supers, but yeah, probably because the card got banned. I'm pretty sure it's banned. And I stopped building it. I did get the Abyss, the Blue Eyes Abyss Dragon in Quarter Century. And this is a card that I'm actually going to take out and try to move these. Because this card's going to, maybe I won't. This card's going to get a reprint. It's not worth much. I think it's like $2. I love this card. I think it's a very good card that could see play at some point, so I keep it in here. Lava Golem, one of my favorite cards of all time, in Quarter Century. Love it. There's my Gren Maju right there. These are the OTS Supers. Doesn't have a higher rarity. I'm hoping that it gets printed in Bonanza, because I would love Quarter Centuries of this. Santa Claus, I love this card. These are the Ultras that I have. It's a playset right there of Santa Claus. I always keep that card. Right here, I've got all my Kaijus. So I got the Dolgarans in the Speed Duel Secret, and then the rest came out for the most part in Battles of Legend Chapter 1. So that's what all of these are, except for Godarla, which came out in Battles of Legend, or Brothers of Legend, I think. So that's what that is. So I have all the Kaijus in play sets. Oh, I don't. The Thunder Kaiju, I don't have in play sets. This is the one that has not gotten reprinted recently. But I got 2 of it. I could easily pick up another one. Fairy Tail Luna is just a favorite card of mine. Works in Gren Maju, so I love it. Astro Karibo, fantastic card. Again in Gren Maju, so I love it. I always keep Majesty's Fiend, Vanity's Fiend, and Vanity's Ruler in play sets. I have an ultimate rare Vanity's Fiend up there. I'd love to get a playset of that. It's actually pretty cheap. But I think these are cards that are underrated that people should have in their collection. As well as Armageddon Knight. I love, you know, Eldleech. So I've got the Eldleeches in Quarter Century. The alternate art, I'm still missing that 3rd one. Dark Grepher, I'm still missing a 3rd one. But again, a card that I think you should have. These are cards that I put in here because of water. The Ice Barrier, the Mirror Mage of the Ice Barrier. It's a very good card that I think could see play. And the Ice Jan, Ice Jade, that's a really good card. So I keep that in here as well. I do have Iblis, playset of the Secret Rare Iblis. Playset of the Torgod in Quarter Century, as well as Duelist Saga, which this was my beloved card for a while till those Quarter Centuries came out. The Lone Fire Blossom, great card. I do have Win in Quarter Century, the Channeler, as well as what do we got here? We got the Illusion of Chaos in Quarter Century. I do not have Souls in Quarter Century, but I will get those for sure. Coming over here, I've got all the Kashtira cards. I still don't have my 3rd Ultimate Rare Fenrir. The reason I don't is I'm waiting to see if it gets hit. If it doesn't get hit, I'm going to pick it up. But if it does get hit, then I'm not out too much. But I've got the Unicorns, the Ogres, and then the Bestials. I've got all the Bestials in play sets. I think everybody should. I've got Baldrake, I've got Druis Worm, I've got Sarnir. I even got this thing that nobody plays. Lubellion and Magnahut in case it ever comes back. I've got a playset of Magnahut. Lord of the Heavenly Prison. I think this is this is a cool card. I love the mechanic of this card. I love how it plays. and I try to find ways to play this card. These are the secrets from the tins. I have Alistair's Secrets, which I think is just a great card everybody should have. And Assault Synchron. I think that's a fantastic card as well. I did have the other one, Revolution Synchron, but I sold those, and I'll wait for the reprint to come out to re-get those. I do have Pankratops. I don't know where my third Pankratops is, but I do have a third secret rare Pankratops. I've got the Sphere modes in quarter centuries and Regulus. I think everybody should have all of these cards. I don't know why Fairy Tale Luna's over here as well. I do have Fairy Tale Luna. You can tell that I love this card. I do have this in Ultimate Rare as well as an additional quarter century just hanging out back here for some reason. I always forget that. Inspector Border I have in quarter century, and then this is another card. I think this card kind of functions as a hand trap. This is another card that I think is just very good. Vishuda, everybody should have that. I would like to have all the Tenyis actually in play sets. I do have Scareclaw Kashtira as well. I don't know why Theresia's in here, but you know, whatever. I do have the Galaxy Afterglow, and then just some Grand Maju cards back here with Parallel Exceed. I don't know where the other one is, but I do have it. Alpha, one of my favorite cards of all time. This is a quarter century. And then Gizmic, another one of my favorite cards. These are the collector's rare. I don't believe this is going to get reprinted in quarter century, so I'm really happy I have those. I do have the entire you know, adventure package, and I do have the punk package as well. And then in the back I have I never knew how to say this this guy, but Fossil Dyna, and then a couple barrier statues to round out that binder. And that's what I do. Now, I do have another binder of monsters, but if you look at that binder, it's a lot different than the one I just showed you. And, you know, where is it? I don't even have it here. So, yeah, it's got a lot of older cards in there. It's got a lot of collectible cards. I'm going to grab it real quick. Give me 1 second. Here we go. I won't go over all the cards in there, but just so you can see some of the cards. So, you know, I do have all of the quarter centuries from that, the first set that had quarter centuries. I can't remember what it's called, but I do have all 6 of those. I do have the Blue Eyes, the Dark Magician Girl, and the Red Eyes from the tins, those special arts. I got the chicken Blue Eyes. Gotta love the chicken. I do have Cyber Dragons, the Dark Magician from Speed Duel. Love that art. Things like this, like Relinquished, play set. These are pretty old. I don't know what these go back to. SDP, I think. Something like that. I think they're super cool looking. I leave a lot of spaces though. Oh, my prize right here. My prize right here. My Dark Necrofear in the this is the DT02 Dark Necrofear. I absolutely love that card, and if you know me, you know this is my favorite card in Yu-Gi-Oh of all time. Tops every other card. I love this card, so those I really love. As well as the Cursed Necrofear, I think is super cool. I don't know if this is worth anything, but this is like a misprint. It's got the foiling over here that's kind of, I just thought it was really cool, so I kept it. So I have 4 of them. That's kind of cool. Dark Magician Girl, the Apprentice. You know, you can see what I'm doing over here. Caius, Gate Blocker, Blackluster Soldier, Sangan. This is another card that I love. Evil Dragon and Netta, I think is super cool. This is the secret rare of that. The End of Anubis, Yata Garatsu, Doomdozer, just cards that I think are pretty cool. EMP Meow Mine, I think is a great card. Lady of the Lake. And then, you know, if you get to the back here, I'll just show you a couple of them. These cards from, you know, the creator of the game are super cool. Tragodia, I think, is just really neat. And that is the, this is the Jump. Yeah, that's the Jump promo. Let's see here. The Mathematician, I think, is super cool. Light and Darkness Dragon. I always like this card. I think it's pretty neat. I can't remember what it... Dinotherium. Pretty cool looking card. One of my favorite cards is Necro World Banshee. Again, zombies. These are all my zombie cards. But if you get back here to the tin, these are the tin promos from last year. I kept a play set of every single one of them. So we have a play set of every single promo from the tins. And then in the back, you just have some, the Ladies of Lament, basically, to round it out. So I probably won't be able to go. I'm probably not going to make it to the traps, to be honest with you. But if you go and you look at, like, the spells, is that up to... Yeah, all right. So that's the traps. Let me just bring up the spells real quick, because that's a much better binder. Starting out with Triple Tactics Talent in Quarter Century. I have the Cosmics in Platinum. I will get those in Quarter Century. And the E-Tellies I actually have in Quarter Century, Platinum, and Collector's Rare in play sets, because I wasn't able to sell these before the reprint came out, so I kind of got stuck with them. But just a card that I like. You go over here, you got play set of Small World in Quarter Centuries, the Signet Minings in Secret Rare, Pot of Desires in Quarter Century, Polymerization. I have two different versions of this. I have the Platinums as well as the Speed Duel Secrets. And again, if I were going to play this card, it would be the Speed Duel Secrets right now. Pot of Prosperity in Quarter Century, 1-for-1. These are the Supers. I love that card in Super Rare, by the way. Allure of Darkness. These are the Speed Duel Secret Rares. Absolutely beautiful. Double or Nothing, Veil of Darkness. Some of these cards I've never played. And that's what I really want you to like. Double or Nothing. I have never played this card in my life. But if I need it, I got it. And this card didn't cost me anything. All I did was I traded some cards that I was never going to use for this card. And there's a chance that I'm going to play that. Upstart Goblin, Super Rares, Dark Ruler No More, Quarter Century Reasoning. Like, this card just spiked up right now. Link Into the Vrains. It's not a ton of money, but it could be. I got my playset. I'm covered. Twin Twisters. I've got 3 different versions of Twin Twisters. Secret, Platinum, and Quarter Century. Spellbound in Secret. Lightning Storm playset. Now, again, this is something that I will do for a card like Lightning Storm. I believe Lightning Storm's going to come back at some point. And when it does, I got my playset. Another card that I think is going to come back at some point. Let me just get you there in case we don't make it through, because this is probably going to be a longer video. Right there, Change of Heart. I got a playset of Quarter Century Change of Heart because it is one of my favorite cards in Yu-Gi-Oh! Because I think that it's coming back. Dark Hole, Secret Rare, Dimensional Fissure, Gold Sark in Platinum. Yeah, I don't have the Quarter Centuries yet. Some of these I've ordered, I just don't have. This stupid Invocation, I have 2 of. I have ordered the third of the secret invocation probably 3 times, and every time something happens. It got lost, the order got canceled, and so I'm just stuck with 2 of it. Triple Tactics Thrust back here. These are the ultimate rares of the Thrust, because I didn't want it to go down tremendously when it came out. The Quarter Century Sol and Luna, like when this card spiked up, I was good. I already had it. Metamorphosis. I still think this card could see play at some point. I got the secrets. I have about 5 of them somewhere. So I just like the card. This is another card that I really just like, and because of it, I have a playset of Quarter Century, a playset of Platinum, and a playset of the original print from Power of the Elements. So I'm good on Ultimate Slayers. Lance, Quarter Century. Again, just cards that I think that everybody should have access to. That's what I'm trying to do. Trying to make it so that when a card goes up in price, I got it. E-Tellies, I have the secret rare as well as the platinum, as well as the Quarter Century, and I'm going to be working on the ultimates as well, and I'll probably have to get rid of one of the play sets. This is a card that I traded for not too long ago. Earth Shattering Event in secret rare. I just thought it was pretty cool, and I thought, you know, there might be a day when that card goes up in price and I need it. Another card, Mistaken Arrest. This is a very good card, and this card will see play at some point, and I got it. Another card that did go up in price is Gravekeeper's Inscription, and I've got it right there. I probably should have, yeah, I should have sold those, but you know, it is what it is. Sometimes in my own personal collection, I get a little bit behind. Regeki right now is a card that is spiking up for this one. I think this is about $5. What did I pay for it? I was paying $1 for this card years and years ago. I do have the Ghost MSTs, which I love. So those are pretty cool. I do have the Night Beam Ultimate Rares, which are also super nice. Again, I've never played the Night Beams, but I had a chance to get them, so I did. Forbidden Droplet, I have 6 Forbidden Droplets. I've got 3 Quarter Centuries and 3 of the original art. I was trying to get you through. Again, another card that is spiking up right there. I got it. I got a play set of it. Made sure that I had it. Cards like Cost Down. These are the secret rare Cost Downs from LCKC. Got those right there. They're absolutely beautiful. You know, I have my Called by the Grave Quarter Century plus others. I have the Terraforming Quarter Century plus others. So, you know, as far as binders go, I just try to get the playable cards that are out there. I'm going to show you one binder of Extra Deck, and then we're going to call it a video. Extra Deck, guys, I've got the Quarter Century of the Sky Typhoon right here. See if I can get that in there. I got the Quarter Century of that. I also have the Quarter Century Zeus, Evil Swarm, Exciton Knight, Quarter Century Red Eyes, Metal. You know, just cards that I think are really, really good and you should have. Ultimate Rare, Draglulion, Cat Shark, Abyss Dweller. I have the Quarter Century as well as the Ultimate Rare. So I think the Ultimate Rare is behind me somewhere. These are kind of like my binders that I go to all the time. And it has saved me a lot. Just having these cards and having access to them at any point. So did it take money to get this? Yes, it did. It took, it definitely took money to be able to build the collection, but I built it slowly. I built it over time, and what I made sure was that I was not selling my cards. I was not trading my cards. I was not getting rid of staples, because I think that if you hold on to them, a lot of these staples are going to pay dividends for you. They're going to be valuable cards to make this game cheaper. And when they spike up, yeah, I'll sell them. I'll sell them at different, if this Rolona, this card right here, if this card were to spike up, yeah, for sure, I'm going to sell it. But then I'm going to rebuy it when it goes back down. And so those are my, some of my binders. I've got like 15 binders. So I can't possibly go over all of the binders with you. But what I did want you to see is kind of, that monster binder. I think that's a really important one. Having the kaijus, having the dangers, having the hand traps, having the cards that are regularly playable in the game, I think matters immensely. So that's what I got for you today. The next video, Friday, I'm going to be talking about how do you sell cards and make a profit. And I'm going to go over a whole bunch of different things that we've learned along the way, things that we didn't know when we first started, but we figured out as we went. And I'll share some of that with you. Again, my name is Todd from Coach 2 Cards. Hit that subscribe button, and I am out of here. I got my jams back, by the way. I got my jams back, and I'm ready to roll.